This is me, NeeCJae. Today I want to show you how to apply full coverage foundation and how to apply it flawlessly. You can use full coverage foundation and have it still look natural. But without further ado, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so I have already applied all of my skincare as well as my sunscreen and my eye cream. So the first thing I want to start off with is my primer. There was a time where I didn't use primer as I've gotten older. It smooths out my skin and makes my foundation last longer. The Dermalogy #1 primer. So far, I love this primer. It says blur and prep any large pores or anything that I have. It smooths it right on out, and I really like that. And I apply it on my forehead and around this area where I have the large pores right here. Sometimes I have them and sometimes I do not. Very strange. I take my makeup pen, a couple of pumps out on here to start applying on my skin. This is more of a full coverage foundation. It's hydrating long wear foundation. So I want to show you how I apply full coverage. A lot of mature women like to wear full coverage foundation, and so I get a lot of requests to show full coverage foundation. So here we are. Taps on my face. This is how I like to start it off. I want to show you as to how to have your foundation look more natural, like your complexion is just super perfect. To take my makeup brush in the BK Beauty 106, stubble it onto my skin first. And this is a little deeper because one at a time, honey, I get really pale. I never take foundation all the way up to my eye because it's too much, especially if I'm going to apply concealer. Concealer, makeup, you have foundation, then you have concealer on top of that. It can really cause creasing. So I'm very, very conscious of what I apply all the way up under my eye, okay? So I take it to about right here. That is as high right here. It's as high as I take it. And I get all around that hairline. Okay, all around the hairline because that makes the foundation look natural when you go around the hairline. And I go down the neck because you do not want to stop your foundation right at your face. Okay, what I like to do is take a damp beauty sponge, and I think this one is from Wet n Wild. These are some of my favorite sponge. I love this, like the angle on it. I just like this sponge. So I'm going to take the flat part and kind of just go over it. This gives it a more life-like, flesh-like, I guess I can say, appearance, and it taps off any excess. Also go down your neck. I'm just switching it now to the side to blend this neck part. I do not take a long time on my eyebrows. People like to do their eyebrows first and then their foundation. I like to do mine first. My foundation first, that is. This pencil is by Revlon, and it's more of it's a light brown, okay? I like sometimes to use the light browns. Now I'm taking my eyebrow pencil and just going over it, just kind of lining it, cleaning it up. So because I don't go over it with the concealer. That's just too much for me. And I like to do my makeup quick and easy. I don't like to take all day with my makeup. So now I am taking the BK Beauty 209 brush and cleaning it up. Kind of cleaning it up and shaping it all at the same time. Funny, sometimes I see people, they like to look like they have makeup on, you know, and I don't do videos where it looks like I have a lot of makeup on. That's just not my thing, you know what I mean? But that's okay too if that's your preference. I like my makeup to look really natural but flawless, you know, where you have them wondering, does she have on foundation? She may have on foundation, or maybe she doesn't. Maybe she just have on powder, or, you know, I like to keep people guessing. I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, okay? And it is in the shade Golden. Golden. Yeah, I have a little darkness right around my eyes. And today I'm going to make sure I conceal all of that. So I just really heavily apply it right in the outer corners or inner corners of my eyes. And I'm using one of my favorite concealer brushes by Angie Hot and Flashy, the A506. I love this concealer brush. Usually, if it's really deep right in this area, the darkness around my eyes, I will go in with this orange shade right here to correct it. Right here, okay? Sometimes I use a lighter shade as well if it's not too bad. Today it's all right, the concealer will work. So I'm just applying it right in that area to cover up. And I'm also taking just a bronzer because I like a natural look. And I'm going in with this bronzer with a fluffy brush. It is the A507 by Angie Hot and Flashy. And I'm just taking this light shade of bronzer right here and just applying it on my eyes so it will not crease, okay? It's like a powder, you know, so your eyes will not crease. Now once that is done, you have to figure out whether you want to wear eyeshadow or not. Today I'm going for a natural look, so I'm just using the bronzers in here. And this is by Ace Beauty. I like this Ace Beauty bronzer. This is one of my favorite bronzers. So I'm going into the deeper shade now and just applying it right over my crease, right over the crease to make me have a crease because I have hooded eyes. So I'm gonna just apply that. It's just a little deeper shade first, and I'm just blending. Doing the same thing on the other eye. Okay, that's basically all I want today. These days on my eyes, I do not apply a wing. I just like to take the liquid liner and just apply it as close as I can to my lash line. This is the part where you can wear lashes or you don't have to. Apply my mascara. I use like several coats. Or at this point you can actually apply lashes if you like. But I'm going just for mascara today. Several coats. Black liner and a tight line up under my eyes. And all that does is make sure like the fleshy part of your eye, you can do this before. I just like to do it after to see, you know, it just makes your lash line look thicker, okay? So now, since your face is all washed out, so washed out, you can go in with a bronzer. I'm gonna start off with the second one. I like to start up at the top of my cheeks. Bronzer, you're not really sculpting, you're just kind of just applying it in big motions, okay? Because you're just giving back some life to your complexion, because foundation washes you out, okay? You see how bland I look. Now, I'm just doing it up here. I don't like to bring it all the way down here. If you just do it up at the top, it gives that illusion, okay? And then around the hairline. With bronzer, you can just give yourself a splash of color. And this is what I like to do. It looks like it's sculpting a little bit, but not as much. What I like to take, because I didn't show you my under eye, I really normally do not apply a lot of eyeliner a lot of times to my eye, I would just take the lightest bronzer and just put a touch under my eye area. I know I go so backwards. This is the way I do it. 3 dots of concealer under my eye. Okay, this is all I use. 3 dots, and then I go, if I need more, I'll blend more. Take my finger first and just kind of conceal it. Again, I'm not going all the way up, because concealer can really age you. It can really, really, really age you. You can use your concealer brush. And I like to blend into my damp beauty sponge again. Kind of just going in. And if you need a little bit more, just go back in and apply a little bit more. Whatever spray, setting spray that you're going to use, I like to apply it to my sponge and then apply it to my eye very lightly. Not to remove any of the concealer, because sometimes that can happen. And just spray it on the tip of your sponge. That way it sets. Wait till this dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and just blend this back into my skin. My bronzer after I did my concealer. I don't know why I forgot to do that first, but again, and while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush. Just right up here. I do not bring it all the way down. And this blush is by NARS. It is called Orgasm. I like it because it has like a little shimmer in it. Taking my that bronzer brush and going down my nose just to give it a little bit of contour, not much. Taking my big brush now, and I'm going to set everything. Set my everything with my big brush, including my eyes, with my ambient diffuser light. I'm supposed to be somewhere, so let me go ahead and under the eyes as well, all over. And I'm getting ready to spray. Taking my highlighter now by Wet n Wild and just applying just a tad bit. You don't need much. Here and around my temples, on my nose area. Okay, this is the final look. All right, I hope this video was helpful and interesting. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel on the way out if you haven't done so already. And thank you so very much for just taking time out to watch my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Peace and love until next time.